Hi makeup artists! In this video, let's recreate a beautiful look from Gucci Resort 23 show. It's called Cosmogony. It's a very beautiful, glam metallic, contrasting, shiny and exaggerated look, just like from 70s. And you can see that this reference photo has the very beautiful blush effect with like a C shape that starts from the cheek and goes to the temples. So I'm just going to save the picture for splitting the screen and using it as my reference. You can find all the products that Gucci used for this show. They used their own products. So let's save it. Let's tap into the gallery section to add a chart, but I think first let's split screen with the reference so that I can see better which face chart will fit. So pressing on the plus will open for you all the different face charts. I'll use this one because I think the eyebrows are gonna be easier to work with because they aren't filled that much. Let's reduce the portion of the reference photo and start working on the makeup. I want to start with filling the hair and eye color so that I can see the final picture kind of. I'm using my finger when I need the full coverage and to fill it in quick. So because the pencil has this pressure sensitivity, if you use finger, you can kind of fill it in all at once very quick and just give it a couple of highlights to match the picture. So I'm using some eyeshadows to color the eye color, and you can as well use a makeup remover if you have covered any areas that you want to leave white, like so. I think this is a great feature if you're working on a makeup for a client. You can always color the hair and the eye color to really see how it will work on features of a specific person. So let's start the makeup with a foundation. I quickly fill in the shirt as well. This is the color from the Essential Makeup Kit. I'm using my finger again to swipe it across really fast, and I want to see if there's any other color. Just trying to get the shirt to be a little different from the face. Okay, so now I will use a concealer from Essential Makeup Kit. This is the same kit that I used the foundation from, so that the color matches and there's no patches. And just swipe it a little bit across the shiny parts of the face. And I will also use this powder because it has this slight shine to it, and I think it's exactly how the skin on a reference photo looks, really shiny and radiant, really shimmery finish. You can see it if you tilt the iPad to the sides. You will actually see how the texture works on the surface. So I'm going to make a blush and try to do the same effect. It's very beautiful, like a C shape, and it has this soft transition from like a transparent color to really saturated cheekbone over here. So I will just start by gently applying it and forming this C shape, and I know it has to blend beautifully into the temples and the rest of the face. There's no like really rough edges, and I have to make sure it doesn't go too far So I'll be just applying it really slowly and gradually and saturate it towards the cheeks in the end. And I'm not applying the pressure on the pencil. That's how you get it to be really soft, the edge. So I took another kind of color, which is more on the pink side, to make a soft transition into the eye color, which is more of this purple color. And I want the colors to marry kind of the pink and the red. And everything has to look very subtle because it shouldn't look crazy. And when you use like these bright colors and you saturate them, the transitions and the blending is what you need to achieve in order to make it look very like artistic and beautiful, like on the reference photo. So this is what I'm trying to achieve right now. And now I took much brighter color from this kawaii kit because I want to saturate the color towards the cheeks. And I'm slowly trying to build this shadow on the eye. Over here there's like this darker area, and because I mixed in few colors on the cheeks, it will not look isolated from the eye. It will kind of blend beautifully. This is a beautiful color from the Summer Fun kit. I think it's really nice, but it's much darker than what I have right now, so I don't know if I can apply it in a nice and soft way. And I will take the lighter color to try and soften it to the sides. This is not an easy look because you can see that the colors that are used on the original makeup are really bold, but they're blended so beautifully from dark to light. You can't really see any transitions, and they're so soft that it's really difficult to achieve. I would try and apply like darker on top of light and then get some kind of transition shades to soften the edges, I guess. But most of the times I am really just experimenting and seeing how can I get that same look. So I took a highlighter to just emphasize the center part of the eye and the inner corner like you see on the model. And I'm just using it gently also across the eyebrow for this look to make it look beautiful and sparkly. And I'm using the eyeshadow on the lower lid as well. You can see it's very dark. It has this beautiful purple violet color. And I want to apply a little bit of a eyeliner with a pencil. Just a very natural line to put the before I will put the eyelashes. And I need the darker color to stand out on the outer corner of the eye because the eyeshadows are much darker there. So now I'm looking for the eyelashes that will match the model. It's pretty obvious on the lower lid as well as the upper lid, but not anything theatrical, so I need something matching to the photo. And this one looks pretty good. I think this is a very close match, as you can see. It's actually almost identical, so this one is the best. I will actually leave it, the rose gold kit. So I'm in fact using a blush color. What I learned is that some of the products here, like a powder and a blush, are applying much softer. So if you're struggling with the transitions of colors, you can switch from eyeshadow to blush and use it as an eyeshadow, and that way you'll get much softer edges. That's one of the tricks you can use. So I think I have to just swipe this dark color higher towards the eyebrow, but it has to be also a very soft blend. So I've applied it with a dark eyeshadow, then I went to the blush color, and I'm trying to just like feather it out to the side. So I will start filling in the eyebrows now, and I look for some fair light color. I will start the eyebrow closer to the center of the face, and be sure to apply the mirror mode, because that will allow you to draw only one eyebrow, and just it will be mirrored to the other side of the face. This color doesn't really come through, so I'll try a darker one. So this is a natural kit. I picked even yet darker color to show to emphasize the in each brow hairs, kind of, to fill it in and make it look a bit darker. So I want to add a bit of a pink to the cheeks to unite it with the eye a bit more, because I felt that the colors look too different on the chart that I'm drawing. So I've added a touch of highlighter to the eyebrow, because if you can see on that makeup, that's what gave this glow to the brow, where in the middle it's almost like erased with that streak of light. And finally I'll get to the lips. I think this color is a pretty good match from the Fruit Paradise kit. It's a creamy lipstick section. I guess it just seems to be too much shine, so I will try and layer some other products on it, maybe like a blush to make it slightly more matte. I almost feel like it used to be better before I started applying blush, because it now looks too powdery. So I guess I'll start all over with the lipstick. I was just trying to achieve this effect of, you can see it on the picture, a very bold and saturated color on the outer edge, and then there's this slight shine on the inner corner, almost like there's not more than one color that was used. So I'm not entirely sure how can I achieve that and reduce the shine also a bit, but I think this is good. And I'm applying a little bit of a matching color on the cheeks, again to bring a bit of the lip color to something else on the face, so it looks coherent. So I got a bit of a spill over of the color, I'm gonna erase it with a makeup eraser. So I want to add a little bit of a contouring to the face, and I will look for a color that's not too dark because I don't want it to be too obvious. And just swipe it along the sides of the nose and the sides of the face as well. So I forgot to apply mirror. That happens sometimes, and now that I have it on, I will be sure that both sides of the face are symmetrically drawn. So that's what I'm doing again, and the result is much better this way. So the final touch, I want to add a little bit of highlighter to some illuminated parts of the face to get that glow. I think this is a pretty good recreation of the photo, and you can always speak in iPad to see how the parts of the makeup, the eyeshadows and all the textures play when you tilt it. It just starts to play so beautifully, and I really hope you liked this tutorial. Press like and subscribe to this channel.